President Putin has introduced forced chemical castration for the pedophiles of Russia. This is something that is very epic, very based. And you have to start to wonder, why is this guy so villainized? Why is Russia so villainized in Western media? Why do we see all this anti-Putin propaganda? It's because he's willing to do things like this. He is willing to go after pedophiles. Something that American politicians don't have the balls to do because they would be the ones getting forcefully chemically castrated. Russia is just attacked by Western media. Everything we see is very, very anti Russia. We are in a war with Russia at this point, right? Have been supporting Ukraine, sending billions and billions of dollars over there. And why have we been doing this? Because everybody is convinced that Russia is this some kind of big bad enemy. They're trying to play on this old Cold War propaganda and nostalgia, making everybody think, "Oh yeah, this is still the old evil Soviet Union." No, this is a country that is willing to actually take a stand against evil. I mean, I have yet to see anything proven that's bad against Putin. I mean, the people love him. The people genuinely love him. You can look at his approval ratings, you can look at his likability, and the Russian people are huge fans of Putin. And some could argue, oh, this is just Russian propaganda. It's this they could argue, oh, it's the same as North Korea. What we see is his approval rating, it fluctuates. When something bad happens, it actually goes down. It's not at like 99% all the time. I mean, I've seen it get as low to the 60%. His approval rating, it's not like some kind of steady perfection that you oftentimes see in dictatorships. Look at North Korea. No, it's something that fluctuates. It goes down, it goes up, and it makes sense when it fluctuates. It's not just like, oh, they randomly do it to make it look more realistic. Putin Putin seems loved by his country. He takes a stand against westernization. He takes a stand against pedophiles. He protects children. He has gone against the LGBT mafia. He has gone against all the centralized banking. He has fought back against Europe's attempt to westernize his country. He is preserving Russia as a sort of bastion for hope, you could argue. I'm not like the biggest Russia fan in the world, right? I mean, I'm sure they do all kinds of bad stuff. I am sure that, their government is corrupt just like every other one. And I mean, I wouldn't want to move to Russia as of right now. I'd rather be in the United States as of today. But, I mean, we have to really sit down and think about how much of the anti-Russia stuff we see is just Western propaganda. How much of it is just anti-Putin propaganda. Because they want us to think this guy, who seems to be one of the best presidents in the world right now, is evil. And when you're on the side against the guy that is forcefully chemically castrating pedophiles, I mean, are you really on the right side? Putin is doing the same thing to pedophiles that we do to, quote, transgender children. Think about that for a second. You really think we're the good guys here? Do you really think we're the good guys when we just give these chemicals to little kids while he gives them to pedophiles? Just think about that. Just let that sit. Just sit with that for a second. Just think. Are we the good guys in this? Or is Russia and Putin actually maybe are they maybe, just maybe, on the moral and good side of things? They have a lot of problems over there, right? I mean, it's a massive country with a bunch of land and a lot of poverty. They're coming out of an awful, awful country. I mean, Russia was once the Soviet Union, and we all know how that went down. It didn't end up working out for them. Shocker. Communism is bad. It's just in. But, they've made good steps, they've made good progress, and, people still love Putin. So, yeah, look at our leader compared to theirs. Their leader is what? A former KGB agent, a guy who seems to be, actually masculine. He's good with words. He's a strong leader. He has an he has strength in his voice and his words. He can actually, make some kind of movement. He can make people inspired. While we look at our leader, and he can't even figure out where he is half the time. He stumbles up to the podium. He tries to give ghosts handshakes, it seems sometimes. He forgets his own name half the time. He can't speak. He mumbles up his words. Which leader would you rather have, Putin or Biden? Who do you think's better? You're really going to tell me you think Putin is more corrupt than any Western leader? You're ridiculous. You really think this guy is more corrupt than the leaders that the United States of America has and the rest of the West? These people are all pedophiles, and that's why they are unwilling to do what Putin is doing right now. He is he is actually taking the steps needed to fight back against those who take advantage of children. But our leaders won't do it because they are the predators, not Putin. So yeah, maybe this guy isn't the bad guy. Maybe we need to reevaluate ourselves and our spot in all of this. I'm going to wrap up the video though on that note. So if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, share the video. I greatly appreciate it. The only way we're going to take back this country is together. So join the fight. I do have a Discord server. The link's in the description for that. Go ahead and join. Trying to build a community of fellow conservatives. So we can we can make something great. So we can really create some kind of change. But like I said, I'm heading out. So long. Peace out. And God bless y'all.